What is good, YouTube? This is Andy from kaizentcg. If you haven't noticed, 151 is exploding. Is it too late to get in? Let's break it down. So 151 is going to be out of rotation here in just over a month. We're in March now. Rotation for G block ends at the end of April. And let's go through the products and let's take a look at the prices, and let's see if is it time to pick some up before it goes parabolic. Let's take a look. So we'll start with the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. Now I'm going to use price charting for the longer history, and then TCG Player to see current prices, because price charting numbers are a little bit skewed in terms of like how accurate, like how up to date it is. So you could have got this. This is Canadian dollars so it came out at the end of September 23rd. So going into November, January, like all of 23 to 24, this ETB was $100. Okay, it was $100 all the way up to end of 24 here. This is the beginning of the bull run when Surging Sparks came out. Really piqued a lot of interest, and then Prismatic came out at the beginning of 25. So that was the whole start of this bull run. So for a year, over a year, it was pretty flat. So you had your chance to grab these. They were readily available. I remember people were selling cases for, I think, $500 for a case of 4. A sealed case of Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes of 151 in the bear market. Simpler times, but looking at that, and even if you got, say if you got in at the end of 24 there, even at 150, let's say, you know, it doubled very quickly into January 25th there. So within about 3 months it doubled, and then at 300 it doubled again here in July. So from there it was like 6-7 months, it doubled again, and it stayed around 900. It dipped, and now it's back over 1,000. It says 1,000 Canadian here. So up to date, let's take a look at TCG Player. So TCG Player, we can take a look. It's just up and right. You know, at the beginning of 25 there, 200 USD, and doubled to 400 by November. Took a dip to about 350, and now it's, oh no, this is wrong one, sorry. This one, here we go. This is the Pokemon Center one, my bad, guys. So yeah, 400 ripped up to 1,000, dipped, or 950, dipped to about 8. So when we had that pullback November, December, it kind of fell down to about 850, and now it's starting to make its rise back up over 1,000 a box. We got sales here. Wow, guys, it is going parabolic. We got a $1,400 sale, 1,350 USD, 1,150. So it is starting to skyrocket here. But yeah, this is the primo product for 151, the Grail. It has the stamped Snorlax, and it just has some extra packs, but it's just as a sealed collection. This is the top of the top. Wouldn't recommend anyone open this. I mean, it's running now. You had your chance to grab some here at like 850, but now that there's sales for almost 1,400, it's almost doubled from the lows in end of December, early January. I wouldn't invest in this now, but unless you really want it for your collection, I don't see it really going down too much. Yeah, sure, you could probably find it might dip back down to like 1,100, 1,200, but I think as 151 officially goes out of print, this thing is just gonna slowly grow over time. So that's the PC ETB. And then let's take a look at the regular ETB. So the regular ETB was $50 Canadian, which is like 35 US when it first launched, and it was there for a long time. For a year you could grab it. Well, a little under a year, you can grab it for $50. And I remember people were ripping it like crazy. It was readily available. It wasn't it was hype at the beginning, but you could still get it. It wasn't like how things are now in 2026 where there's no product available, fighting bots and scalpers and all that. No, back then it was like, hey, come to the store, there's no limit. You would get your fill and you would, you know, open a few boxes and have fun and take your time, enjoy. And as a collector, that was a simpler time, but now it's just everything's just accelerated tremendously. So if you got in at 55, let's say in the summer of 24 there, or even so summer 24, it doubled by the end of 24, and then doubled again by early 25, like the springtime, then doubled again in the spring, and just continue to climb this boxes. Because 151 doesn't have a booster box, ETBs is the main product for kind of like the booster box, and they didn't reprint a lot of the ETBs. They did a Costco drop with the ETBs and tins. That was the combo, but there wasn't a massive reprint of these, like compared to, let's just say, Prismatic or something like that. So the ETBs have been just steadily climbing, very strong. And on here it says 475, but I know it's more than that now. It is on TCG Player. Look at this up and right graph. A lot of sales volume. So recently, February 23rd to March 1st, 40 items sold. Look at that blue. Look at that blue bar right there. So it's like it slowed down a little bit, and then boom, from February, end of February, 17 sales to March, because people are realizing like this is going out of rotation. So if you want one for your collection, or you feel like it's a good long-term investment, I believe it is. If we're seeing, you know, Shining Legends and some of these older boxes go crazy, 151 is iconic, nostalgic. It's what brought a lot of people back into the hobby. It's gonna be ripped for a very long time, and a lot of people are gonna master set this set as well. And let's take a look at the most recent sales. Look at this. Wow, 557. So what's 5 boxes at 557, 585. So let's just say 550 USD a box now. Incredible, the performance of 151. We all knew it was good, right? It's just we didn't know how much time we had. I remember when it dipped and everything, and people were not looking at it, but that was the time to grab it. It was that November December time, and now it's on its rocket ship up, and I don't think anything's gonna slow it. 151 is unstoppable. As the news comes out that it's gonna be, you know, out of print. So we'll take a look at Blooming Waters. So this is what dropped at Costco and your GameStops and stuff like that. Year to date, 130, and now it's sitting at. So you got 100, let's say 130. It's already doing a 2x. 299 says, yeah, 289 sales, 250. Let's say even 260 on average, but it's like 287, 290. A lot of 290 sales. So you're already 2x on your investment within a year with Blooming Waters. Has a lot of packs. I opened a lot of these. Pull rates were really good. This was one of the products that came at Costco at the beginning of 25, end of 24, and there were a ton of them at Costco's. The price per pack was affordable, and just ripping it was so fun. I think it was like 12 packs, and the box was like 100-ish. So it was like amazing to rip this. Pulled a lot of good stuff with this, a lot of good memories with me and my wife with this. And then I also talked to a lot of customers. This is what brought them back into the hobby, just because these boxes were pretty decent in terms of, like, if you rip 3 of these boxes, they were comparable to ripping a booster box, right? And the likelihood of you pulling something good or something solid was pretty good. And a lot of Charizards, God packs were pulled, and yeah, it's amazing because 151's been ripped a lot. There's a big population of it, but the popularity and demand and the nostalgic factor is very strong for 151. So Blooming Water continues to perform. It's a big bulky box, so in the future, I don't know, I don't know if the sealed, because the promos are whatever, it's just reverses and stuff, but I don't know if the sealed will command a premium if people just prefer to break it down, because shipping this is going to be a nightmare. Storing it is annoying as well too, but break it down and just shipping the packs, yeah, it'd be probably the way to go in the future. But yeah, there's it's crazy. $299 listed, but last sale is $290 US, and you could get it at release for $122 there. So that's blooming. Bundle display. Let's take a look at the bundle display. That's a bundle display case. Bundle display is crazy because I remember, yeah, these were $500 for the longest in 24. You can get a whole bundle display because it was $40 a bundle, 45, and they were selling the display. It was barely any premium on the bundle display of 10, and it was 500. Look at that, 500 Canadian. Okay, so that's like 350 US. And yeah, it's just been gradually climbing up as 151's been going, and last sale is 1900 Canadian. It's a lot higher than that. Pretty consistent. And this is a really good product because 40 packs for display. It's nice as well as a collector piece. Let's see. And yeah, if we look at the year to date, 660 USD last March, and it's just been climbing ever since. Went to 15, took a dip at like 13. That was the time to get in, that December time, and now it's on its parabolic way up, and last sold 19. Someone's paying almost 2k to 1900 USD for a display. Crazy. So if you guys invested in this is one of the best investments of last year. I didn't buy too much prismatic last year yet. I was mainly focused on 151 because I knew I had about a year to accumulate before things got out of hand. And yeah, as obviously I didn't expect the bull run to continue to rage on as it is now. We're in a vintage and Japanese and even modern boom. Everything's just on fire right now. Auctions are going crazy, and 151 just being iconic of a set. This is one of the main kind of sealed investments. Amazing how it's performed. Display bundle. So let's see. Then let's take a look at the UPCs, and then hold on. Let's take a look at this display bundle case. So a case will have like 5. This is like the big boy, like, because it'll be 6 of these displays. Yeah, and then it's sold. Last sold was 9k. It's probably higher now, 9k US, but so it'll be a big box. 6 display bundles in it, and yeah, this is like a really rare product. I think long term this is gonna be very, very valuable and very, very scarce as well. Let's go. So this UPC, you know, it was sitting at your Costco's for $100. Yes, I remember, around $100, 110 at Costco, or 80, 90 USD. For the longest. Like, I remember I would go to Costco and I would see it. It was just like a pallet sitting there. No one really cared. So I would buy 2, go home, rip with the wife, enjoy it. And then, you know, a couple weeks later, I would go to Costco again. It was still sitting there. I would pick up a couple. There was no sense of urgency. Pokemon was in a chill phase where you could go to a shop, LGS, they would have like 6, 7, 8 sets sitting on their shelves. I remember Fusion Strike being like $150, Brilliant Stars 160, Evolving Skies was like 400 or 500, and it's just crazy because that was only, man, like year and a half or 2 years ago, which feels not so long ago. And last year has just been a parabolic appreciation, and this year continues as you just see the slow growth over time. And right now the UPC is a good product because it has 16 packs, has the Mew promos, Mew, Mewtwo, and the gold card. That Mew gorgeous card, very hard to grade. I think it's like a 20% gem rate, and those promos might be a play. Sold a lot of them, but there's a lot out there as well. As a collector, this is like the collection item. It's pretty big to store, but yeah, these are just gonna go up over time. Even though they were at Costco's and Walmart's and everything like that, a lot of people ripped them because they were affordable, and there's a good way to get a bunch of packs out. It had the most packs, but now it's becoming very valuable. And look at that. Last sold 700, 800, 800, 800, 800. So many sales at 800 US now. 899 is what's on TCG Player today, but you could probably find it on Marketplace or eBay. I would say if you're a seal collector and you love 151, this is one of the display items to have. I think long term you can't go wrong with it, even though the price point is really high now. As an investment, it will go up, but there might be better opportunities to put your money elsewhere. But as a collector, yeah, this is definitely one of the items you want to have in your collection. So let's take a look. We had the mini tins. So how much are the mini tins here? Costco mini tins, yeah. So Costco mini tins came out. They printed a lot of these, and they were flat for a long time. They're about $100, and then even this is doubled, right, in a year, basically. And now they're going for 90 US. Let's say 90. And yeah, it's basically double now within a year. So you can't go wrong with mini tins. I personally don't really like it. Like, I ripped a lot of my mini tins and just put them in packs. But oh my goodness, there's sales for 245, 250, 300, 250, 250 US. So if you would have bought this at, let's say 90, and some people got it at 85 here, you would have 3 extra money in a year, which is unreal. The volume is very low for it though. It's compared to the other items, they're not as liquid. People will probably prefer just getting the packs. They only care about the tins and the promos. It would just be breaking down, just selling the packs, and then selling the promos separately would be the faster way. Otherwise, it'd be a slow burn selling it, especially selling it at this price. It's very high now. And I think it'll continue to grow. I don't think it'll perform like the ETBs and bundle and UPC, but it's 151. It's gonna do well. And then we'll take a look at the booster bundle. Take a look at the booster bundle here. Booster bundles, yeah, $35, man. Should have loaded up the whole ring chunk for $35. Take a second mortgage out. I mean, look at that. $35 for like almost a year. Unreal. And it just slowly started climbing up. It doubled your money early last year, and then double again this year. But let's take a look at TCG Player. It's gonna be crazy. Look at that chart. Volume was super crazy at this low price. Look at 1,000 units sold last March, and then volume came down as price went up, which makes sense, but volume's still strong right now. 216 items being sold to 176 last week. At the higher price point, it's going crazy. 150, around 150, 155 USD a bundle. So that's like just under $20 a pack. There's 6 packs in here. The pull rates are quite generous when I opened it, but maybe I was just lucky. Some people say it's a better pull rate, but yeah, bundles, if you can't get into the other products, this is the cheaper way to get in there. And yeah, even these bundles, I remember, man, they were like $50, $60 for so long. But now that the boom is happening and 151's going out of print, the bundles are going crazy. Because if you grabbed it at 65 bucks, you 3 extra money already in a year. Like, where are you gonna get those returns, man? That's why Pokemon is just unbelievable right now, and bundles are very, very liquid to sell because they're just 6 packs. People love it, and they're digestible enough for like someone to just buy to rip or keep in their collection. And streamers love bundles. Very easy to ship and sell. Very, very liquid. So Alakazam boxes, it's like 75. Alakazam boxes did not perform the greatest in my opinion. Same thing with the file set. Let's see here. Pokemon. That. Yeah, Alakazam. This is a case. So even the that's a case of binders. Then poster collect Alakazam 76. So if you $76, I mean, yeah, if you look at it year to date, yeah, it came out 60, dropped down to 40. So this compared to other products is like, it's still 2x if you got it at 45. No, it didn't even 2x, like 80%. See, that's why, you know, for specialty products, ETBs, UPC, PC ETBs, bundles are your best bet. Stickers and these collection boxes and tins and stuff like that, they usually don't perform that well, and they're not that liquid in my opinion. Yeah, you can, if you vend and you go to shows, you can sell them, but online people prefer the ETB because collectors don't really collect like tins and stuff like that. So they're not as liquid as you think. Now these are moving, but it's like 5 items, 20 items, right? Compared to the bundle move the 200 items, 170 items, right? So I would not recommend grabbing these unless you get it for like a bottom price. Then maybe just to open or just sell it as the loose packs will be faster way to get to liquidate these. And then yeah, these posters don't do that well. Okay, let's go into the cards. So all right, if you're vending, guys, pay attention because you're gonna need to make sure you're on top of these. 151 prices are moving very quickly, so it's starting to go parabolic. It's probably gonna hit a new all-time high, or if not already. I think I saw a sale on ZNG for like 1500 USD, like breaking 2k. It hit 2k at the peak, then dipped all the way down. Well, it was like 1400 US, and then dipped all the way down to like 900 to 1000, and it's been hovering there. I think within the next couple months here, it's going to break the all-time high. Probably when they officially announce it's out of print, I think people are going to front run it, and which they are right now, and it's gonna break an all-time high. So look at this, $400, man, near mint, 400. This one 578, 478, I don't know what's that about, but 400, 360. Obviously condition matters. These do come out near mint, but there's always some sort of ding, corner issues, off center, so I wouldn't just look at like the TCG player photos for these cards, because they're likely going to be like damaged a bit. If you're going to buy these, definitely try to get it locally, or on eBay where there's actually more pictures if you want to look for a mint copy for your collection. Gradables are, this is a hard to grade card. I think it's like under a 50% gem rate, but let's take a look here. Yeah, so raw ungraded it's 410, but their sales are 465, 465, 470. The PSA 10 price 2k, there's a sale for 2k on today, 1940, 19 2k. So this card is on the rise, especially PSA 10. Look at that. So it came out 660. It was cheap, 300 for a while there. That was dirt cheap. And then slowly went up, and then it went parabolic there, came back down, and then now it's starting to hit the all-time highs again, with a lot of sales around 2k. Even though this is a high pop, this is a very collectible card. It's a grail for a lot of people, and they're gonna keep in their collection, so pay attention to it. I think Charizard's gonna have a massive year. 151. Yeah, it's going very, very strong. If you haven't got any of these yet, might be a play. pay attention to the PSA 9s. If they're clean, you can crack them and try to send them into 10s. PSA does give quite a bit of the 9s a bad rap for this this card, and that's why it's a low gem rate, but you can still crack it out and get a 10 maybe. Pay attention if you go to your local card show or local shop. 9s might be the play, because a 9 is, yeah, like basically near mint raw price, right? So you can get it for 1/3, 1/4 the price. So pay attention to that. And year to date, you can see right here, 260 took a dip to 175, went rocketed up. This is when it was peaking. The 260 dropped down. A lot of people are buying a lot of volume, and now it's hitting all-time highs, 281, with sales at 360, 365, 400, 400, 475, 400. Very strong in the last couple of days here. So oh yeah, there's some sales at 400 here. So for the starting March, 151 is running heavy right now. So that's the Charizard. Blastoise. I felt like Blastoise was undervalued for a long time. I like this art. Some people don't like it, but it's a Rita art. I'm a Blastoise fan. And let's take a look. This card's been on the rise as well. So raw, last sold is 273. That's crazy. 183, 180, 145. This is Canadian prices. Oh, 245, 200, 232. And if we look at TCG player, it's it went 75, dropped to 50, and then in the fall it went up 80, dropped to about 60. That was your time to grab it, actually. Now it's starting to make its parabolic move up. 200 right here for a light played, but wow, near mint. 200, 200, 200, 200, 200, 200. Wow, this card is a 200 USD card now. Crazy. So there's a, I don't know if there's a bio or what, but 200 to 220 USD for this beautiful card. That means the PSA 10 is going to go up as well then. So my prediction, the PSA 10 Blastoise and Venusaur is probably going to be a $1,000 Canadian card in the PSA 10 by the end of the year or beginning of next year as rotation goes out. And because the Charizard, if the Charizard leads the way and blasts past 2K and goes about 25, 3K, I think these guys are going to follow. Yeah, to the moon. Blastoise to the moon. Well deserved though. It was down in the dumps for a while, so if you got it at 64 bucks here, 64 bucks with 3 extra money, because there are so many sales near mint from 190 to 220. It seems like 200 right here for a light played version. Crazy. So that's the Blastoise. Let's take a look at the history of it real quick. Yeah, so it was like flat for a long time. It was just steady growth. It wasn't even like parabolic or nothing. And then just recently in this beginning of 2026 here, from February on to March, it's been taking off. So Blastoise getting a lot of love. Love to see it. Let's go Venusaur. Venusaur is the least expensive of the 3 trios. It's a beautiful card, like the artwork and everything. The flowers, beautiful card. And yeah, it was flat for a long time. 40, 50 bucks Canadian, 60 even. It's like doubled. But then if you look at the recent sales, for ungraded, 135, 150, 150, 150, 130. So I would say like 140 to 150 right now Canadian. Boy, look at that shape in the last 3 months. But came out 80 bucks USD, dropped to 50. A lot of people bought it at that time. That was summer of last year. Went back up to 80, dropped again back to the 60s, and now it's going parabolic. Last sold 130, 110, 125, 130, 130, 125, 120, 125 USD. Guys, if you don't have these cards and you want them, not to, you know, cause too much FOMO and anything, but it's a good time to just pay attention, go to your shows, see if you can find it for a good price, and just go after it, man. because I don't think these are gonna go back to their all-time lows of like 50 to like 60 bucks anymore. Maybe, you know, it goes back down to like 100 or like 90 for this card, but I just don't see it going down to it's making higher lows every time, right? So high, low, goes up, higher, low, so it'll make another higher low in my opinion. So if you want this card in your collection or you're chasing your master set, for a matter of fact, all these 151 cards, I think it's time to pay attention and just get some before they just take off, because they're beginning to take off. So that's Venusaur for you. Take a look at the Zapdos, one of my favorite cards in the set. I wish they did, you know, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, but the Zapdos alone is sick. And oh yeah, I forgot to take a look at the PSA 10 prices of the other two. Let me see here. Let me go to this one real quick. My bad, guys. I wanted to take a look at the PSA 10 prices as well. So sales, 520, 550, 460, 480. So around 500 bucks Canadian, probably like 400 USD or so. This card is now. So yeah, it's getting up there. And then Blastoise is, wow, sales into the 7s and the 8s now. 700, 750, 8, 780, 775. I think this card's gonna be at least 700 to 800 Canadian. So yeah, my prediction, 1,000 by at least the Blastoise. I don't know, maybe Venusaur might be like 800 by the end of the year, but I think this card will hit 1,000 by the end of the year. That's my hot take on that. So let's go back to the Zapdos here. So Zapdos EX, beautiful card. Love this card. Raw, it's, you know, it came out 30, 40, $50 Canadian, jumped to 90, dropped back down. It still hasn't hit his all-time high. I'm looking at ungraded right now. Yeah, it's about 100 to 110. Not bad for Canadian. And then let's take a look at USD. 60, 50, then it hit to about 95 USD, dropped to 60. That was the time to grab it. It was like 3 months that you guys could have grabbed it, from November to January there, for about 60 US. And now it's on its rocket ship up to 100, so that's a 40% gain at least. And yeah, even LP ones sell for 93. Near mints are selling for 105, so 100 plus. Yeah, almost a 2x actually from just 3 months ago on this beautiful card. You can't keep this card now, it's so good. And in the 10 recent sales, 500, 575, 550, 500, 525, 550, 550, 580, 560, 570. So probably between 520 to 580, like 540, probably 550 is the PSA 10 price, which is really good. It's back to where it was before, back to the all-time high, which is pretty incredible. Everything's just moving so fast. So Zapdos, take a look at the Pikachu. Pikachu might be still, I don't know if it's still undervalued, but we'll take a look. So Pikachu, like all the other, man, $20. It was a $20 card, man. They loaded up. Oh, $15 back then. $15 ungraded for this card. It says 41 now. It's $70 on price right here, but like, yeah, there's sales for 70 to 80 bucks. So say like 80 bucks for this card. Man, you got back at 15, you make a 5x if you would have just held 2 years. But yeah, beautiful card. There's a lot of Pokemon. There's a Gengar, Blastoise in the back, Jigglypuff, Growlithe. The list goes on and on. And yeah, let's take a look at TCG player. Like all other 151 cards, going parabolic. Last sales 80, 75, 70. So it's about, I would say like 70 bucks US this card is going for. Near mint, 70, yeah. So if you need to do your master set, get on it. There's a Psyduck, Slowpoke. This card is awesome. And in a PSA 10. Wow, it's starting to run up. Well, there's a sale for 450 here, but 480. I think this card is going to be in the 500s Canadian, 400 US, 350, 400 US. But it came down a little bit in the 10s for some reason, but I think it will rocket up as the raw used to go up as well. It's a sick card. All right, let's take a look at one of the main IRs, the Charmander. Fan favorite, actually. The most expensive IR, should be. Oh, actually, the Squirtle is... Wow, the Squirtle's up there. So, right here, it's showing... Man, lowest you can get this was 20 bucks all day. 20 bucks all day for a year. Went up to 50 bucks at the beginning of last year. Then chilled around 40 to 50 bucks. And then now it's starting to make its move up. 125, 130, 150, 120, 130, 125. Holy moly. This Charmander is rocketing it up, guys. Let's take a look at TCG player. Well, it didn't dip that much though. It came out, you know, 60 bucks, dipped to 40, went back up to 60. Charmander is really resilient, performing extremely well. Tons of sales. Look at this. It's 50 sales, 61 sales at $91, 21 sales at 100. Let's take a look at the data. 110, like it looks like 100 to 110 average on near mint recent. These are today's sales. Holy, tons of sales today at like 110. And yeah, 151 is a rocket ship, and Charmander is one of the fan favorites. People love this. People just like collecting the 3 starters or their favorite starters or just their favorite trio. This set is so collectible. They're so smart of them to align the 3 pictures together, the evolutions, just so it makes it more collectible. And Charmander in a PSA 10. Let's take a look, guys. Charmander in a PSA 10, 615, 700. This Canadian again, 600, 550. So, you know, around 450 US or so. And yeah, it's on its way up, man. It's on its way up, and it's probably gonna hit an all-time high here. The Charmander at some point might be a $1,000 slab, which is, it sounds crazy, but the rate that the raw is going, that's crazy. It's getting expensive to collect. I feel for you guys that didn't get in this early. Hey, but you had all the time. You had all the 2023, 2024, 2025 to collect this. Even 2025, this was very collectible. Now 2026 is starting to rocket. If you haven't got in, it's time to hunt. It's really time to hunt, guys. So Charmander. Let's take a look at the Alakazam. Alakazam is less than the Charmander. Take a look at the Alakazam. Alakazam was kind of up and down, like 30 bucks, 60 bucks, doubled last year, but the raw price 75, 70, 70, 75, 80. So it's getting back up there. It's around 75 bucks or so. Yeah, look at this volatile. This is like 50 bucks almost, dropped down to 35, shot back up to 50, dropped back down to 40. Now it's at back up to its all-time high. Sales at 70, 70, 77. This one's a steal right here, 54, but 70, 68, 70. It's about a $70 card right now. So if you got it at the low there, which was like 35, doubled your money. Alakazam, cool art, like in his lab up to his shenanigans, and yeah, it's a beautiful card. Alakazam, fan favorite, back up to 400 Canadian. I think this card still has room to grow. It hasn't broken its all-time high, but I think it has room to grow. This might be a sleeper, guys. I think this card has room to grow. Same thing with the Zapdos, I think. Okay, let's go to Squirtle real quick. Squirtle, my favorite starter. I don't know about you guys. Hey, if you guys like this video, make sure if you guys like this type of content, like, comment, subscribe, drop in the comments what's your favorite starter. Are you a Kanto fan? I'd love to hear it. And are you grabbing a sealed or singles or slabs? Let me know. Drop in the comment. Love to hear it. So yeah, singles here cheap for a long time, 20 bucks for the longest, jumped to 40 in 25, and chilled around 40 to 50 Canadian. Now it's 75. But I'm looking at the raw. 150, 150, 130. So I would say like 125 to 130. Some sales at 150 is outlier, but it's accelerating quickly here. And let's take a look at the TCG player. 124 USD, 100, 90, 90, 140, 125, 120, 125. So yep, 115. Yeah, this card is easily a 120. It's higher than the Charmander on TCG player, which is crazy because Charmander was leading the way for the IRs for the longest, but Squirtle is coming up. I love this art. It's beautiful art. And guys, Japanese is an alternative. It's probably 1/3 the price, just as nice. So if you need to collect on a budget, look at Japanese. Even that's gone up quite a bit, and I can do a video on Japanese if you guys want. Drop in the comments if you do. But yeah, that's the Squirtle. And let's take a look at the PSA 10 price. So PSA 10 sales yesterday, 500, like 480, 480, 500, 450. So I would say like 440 to 500 on a PSA 10. Amazing. Love to see it. Squirtle getting the love. Okay, let's take a look at Psyduck here. Psyduck. We got the Wartortle and the Bulbasaur, Ivysaur. I'll just pull those ones out and Poliwhirl. Psyduck. Psyduck. Going for 60 bucks, 55 to 60 bucks. It was a $10 card. Oh my goodness. It was $10 for the longest, jumped to 20, then to 30. Psyduck was not getting the love. So now it's finally getting the love. It's a funny art too. I'm just running down the stairs. Heavily played is 26 US now. 55, 53, 50, 51, 50. I would say around 50 bucks for this card if you want it. And you could have got it for just 15 bucks last summer. Now it's doing a 3x. So Psyduck, very strong. 3x perform over 3x. It's gonna be 4x soon. At 64 bucks, it would be 4x from the lows here. And there's a lot of volume. 79 items sold, 50 items sold. Psyduck, fan favorite. The 10 go for 300, 260, 280. It's about a $300 slab now. Still quite affordable. If you're a Psyduck fan, this is a must card. But yeah, time's ticking to get your master set done if that's what you're doing, or even just getting all the IRs and the SIRs. So we got Psyduck. Let's go with Bulbasaur next. Bulbasaur, the weakest of the three. I don't know, the leaf type doesn't get much love of the market, but $20 for the longest, and then it's been just slowly climbing up. TCG player has it. Look at this volatile. Wow. So it was like $50, dropped all the way down to 30 bucks. Probably could have got for like 25. So it dropped 50%, rocketed it back to 40 to 35, and then now it's back up to its all-time high. There's sales of 72, 90, 80, 70. So I would say around 70 bucks for this card now. So compared to Charmander and Squirtle, Charmander's like what, 118, 115, and Squirtle's like 118. So this card might have room to grow. Now compared to the other arts, it's all right. It's Bulbasaur. Just not getting as much love, but hey, there might be opportunity there for you guys. But let's take a look at the PSA 10 real quick. PSA 10, 328, 328, 290, 300, 300, 270, 273. Yeah, this card has room to grow in my opinion. And then we'll go into the Ivysaur. Did I not look at the Ivysaur? Okay. I'll take a look at an Ivysaur next. Let's go Wartortle. Wartortle, $20 card for the longest. We got the chart. $60 card, it seems like. 35. I don't know why someone's paying 96 bucks. But 66, 75, 60. Well, this card's volatile. Anywhere between 55 and 90, basically. I would say like $60. And look at this chart. Rocketed up to 25, and it's been steady. It barely dips. Not too much sales volume though. Recently there is a bit more, but Wartortle's not. I love this art underwater, but maybe people just don't like it as much. But yeah, it's still selling though. A lot of sales today and yesterday. 60 US, 2 extra money on that. And let's take a look at the 10. The 10 is going for 400, 375 to $400 on average for this beautiful Wartortle. Okay, let's take a look at Ivysaur real quick. Ivysaur, wow. Ivysaur is actually quite strong. It's just it went down a bit, but it's steadily just going up. 55 now. 55, 50, 50 USD for the Ivysaur. Did I not? One. Did I not pull out the Ivysaur for you guys? There's the other IRs as well, but I'm just looking at the main ones. Ivysaur. Ivysaur. Is that the one? Ivy 67. Ivysaur 167. Let's take a look here. This is a under $20 card for the longest. Slowly rocketing up, but their sales 50, 53, 65. One of the cheaper PSA 10s. But yeah, look at this chart. It is rocketing up 50 USD. 68 sale here, but I would say like 45 to 60. And then the PSA 10 275 to 340. I would say around $300 slab now in Canadian, so about 220 US for this. Take a look at Poliwhirl and Dragonair real quick. Oh yeah, Charmeleon as well. Charmeleon, I don't think it's as sought after, to be honest. But $70 US. So sales 88, wow, 82, 100, 85, 100. Okay, never mind. Charmeleon is getting the love. And yeah, look at this. It came out 42, dropped all the way down to 28, rocketed back up to 35, dropped down to 35. Now it's 40-ish, but let's see the recent sales. 70, 69, 69, 90, 70. So about a $70, 70 US, $70 to $80 card now. And the 10 goes for 440, 475, even $500 in a 10. I would say it was like 450 in a 10 for this card in today's market, which it's gonna move. Like 151 is moving right now, boy. Yeah, so that's the Charmeleon. And then let's take a look at the Dragonair. The Dragonair, lovely card, very beautiful card. Too bad they didn't do a Dragonite IR. That would have been so sick. Yeah, I think they missed with that. They should have done the Dragonite IR. But yeah, this card was like $15 for the longest, and now it's selling for 35 to 40. I would say Canadian. It's still not getting a lot of love. Might have some room to grow, this card. Selling for about 35 to 40 US. Interesting. And it stayed low for the longest. Rocketed up, and it's been just wow. Look at this chart. Very steady chart. Didn't take any major dips, like, because it didn't go up a lot, so it didn't crash much. So it just dipped down a little bit, a few bucks, and then it's been steadily climbing. So this might be a play, guys, because look at this chart here, right? Oh, actually, no, my bad. Going back to year 32, went down to 19, and it's been a steady climb since the fall. There, 25 all the way up to 40, and now it's selling for $40. It's a lot of items sold, 76, 70, so might be a play here, Dragonair. And I'll take a look. I wanted to take a look at the Mew promo though. I think I saw the slab for 200 for the Dragonair. Poliwhirl, we might as well take a look at it. 30 US now. So this card was cheap for the longest as well. This is like a $10 card. It's so long. And it was like 20 for easily 20. Now it's selling for 40, 35, 40, 25, 50. PSA 10 selling for 240, 250. I would say like 230. On TCG Player, yearly chart, drop just like every other 151, but slowly creeping up. And $30, 25 to 30 US is what you're seeing this card as. And yeah, the art's beautiful, and the raindrops, Poliwhirl got the love. All right, let's take a look at the Mew promo. Where is the Mew promo? There it is. Mew promo, and then I'll type in the Mewtwo promo. Mewtwo promo. So these are starting to rocket up, guys. If they're from the UPCs, people aren't really ripping them anymore. So I think prices of these are gonna continue to climb here. The 10 is very hard to grade as well. So these spiked up to 63, dropped all the way down to 40, and now it's starting to make its way up. 65, 70. I've been selling sealed versions of these for like 100 Canadian, so 70 USD consistently, and it's been pretty steady. A lot of sales volume. No, not a lot, but yeah, people aren't gonna rip UPCs anymore. You can only get it in there. Beautiful art. This Mew over the city, lovely. In Japanese, this is in the box, but in English, these come from the UPCs. UPCs are like in the previously I mentioned $800 a box now, so people aren't gonna really rip it anymore. These should increase in value over time. This used to be, people used to give this away like bulk. It was like a $2 to $3, $4, $5 card. Now it's crazy to see, because if you would have bought it back then, even $5, it's done at 10x, right? Over 10x. So steady there. Let's go to price charting. What's the Mew 05? If I could find it. Give you guys, give me a second. Give me a second, guys. There we go. So for Canada here, yeah, look at this. $5 card. Look at that. $5 all day. Then rocketed up to 87 and tapered down. But if you look at it, a lot of sales at 85, 85, 100, 90, 100, 105. The 10s have been going up. 888, 850, 820. This is going to be $1,000 card again. It was at one point. I think it gets back up there, man. At one point it was about $1,000, some high sales, but 900 almost here. I think this card gets back up to 1,000 by the end of the year. Might be a hot take, but that's my thoughts on that. So that's the Mew, the Mewtwo 045, Mewtwo 052. Mewtwo. Where is it? Mewtwo. There it is. Mewtwo. $3. This was a $3 promo for the longest. I swear, you get the whole set of 3 with the gold for like $10 back then. It's been steadily climbing. 40. The 10 is back up. It's back up to 580. But yeah, they're selling for anywhere from 50 to 60 Canadian right now. And then on TCG Player, it's selling, look at this, rocketed up to $32, dropped down to 23, and now it's back up to its all-time high, and it's selling for 30 to $35 US. So still, I think these might be a play. The Mew and Mewtwo, guys, if you're looking for value, these might be a play. The UPCs are very expensive now. People aren't gonna really rip those anymore. So these promos, whatever's out there, and there is a lot, don't get me wrong, there is a lot out there. However, over time, it's just gonna be more scarce, and I think these have room to grow. Now, this Mewtwo is like looking down on the city, and it's back facing. It might not grow as much, like as fast, but this Mew has so much potential as a promo. I think a lot of people are gonna like it. So to recap, guys, if you are in the market for 151, it is time to pay attention and get on it. For sealed, A lot of it's already ran. Bundles, if you can get it for under $20 a pack. PCETB, if you're a collector and you just really want one, that's the grail. But if you can't, it's the UBC and the regular ETB. The binders, stickers, and collection boxes will grow over time, but I don't feel like it's gonna perform very well. And then the display bundles are really good. Now that you should have got that last year. This year might have missed it. And to be honest, 151 might be just, there might be better opportunities elsewhere, like Ascended Heroes. But 151 is a very safe play in my opinion. And then for the singles, if you're looking for your master set, or you're trying to collect for your collection, or trying to complete the set, it's time to get on it. I don't see it dropping down a lot. It's making higher lows, and if you really find it for a good price, you find it for a good condition, go grab it, whether it be singles or PSA 10 quality, or for your master set. This set isn't getting any cheaper, and as the sealed continues to go up, the singles are going to slowly creep up as well, just because there'll just be less people ripping it, more people collecting, less supply out there, supply and demand, and all that. So this is my video on 151. It is going to the moon by the end of the year. We'll see. I'll do a recap in a few months or 6 months and see where we're at. But yeah, 151 to the moon. And I appreciate all you guys checking out the video. If you do like this video, like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Stay safe out there. Andy out. Peace.